Welcome to Journey with Scriptures, our daily podcast on the Bible. On the memorial of Saint Anthony of Padua, priest and doctor of the Church, we are going to listen to a fragment from Psalm 119, and our theme is God's Testimonies, the Path to Wisdom. Enjoy this episode, share it with others. God bless.
Psalm 119, verses 129 to 133 and 135. Wonderful are your decrees, therefore I observe them. The revelation of your words sheds light, gives understanding to the simple. I gasp with open mouth in my yearning for your commands. Turn to me in pity as you turn to those who love your name. Steady my footsteps according to your promise, and let no iniquity rule over me. Let your countenance shine upon your servant, and teach me your statutes.
The contemporary world has influenced us with the idea that obedience is something bad. Rebellion and the rebels are being held in esteem. We rebel against everyone and everything: governments, the church, parents, education, and values. Moreover, those acts of rebellion are easily justified. We often hear that our governments are corrupt, the church is irrelevant, our parents are old-fashioned, education is useless, and our values were good for the Middle Ages, but not for the 21st century. But can society, community, or even family survive without rules? In Psalm 119, we hear this declaration: Wonderful are your decrees, therefore I observe them. The Greek version of the Old Testament translated this verse as, Wondrous are your testimonies, for this reason my soul searches them out. What are these wonderful testimonies? The stone tablets with the 10 Commandments. Psalm 119 is the longest in the Psalter, and it meditates on God's law, seeing it not as a burden that curtails our freedom, but as a path to wisdom. The Jewish nation experienced the tragedy of disobedience marked by the destruction of Jerusalem and the Babylonian exile in 586 BC. We all need rules in life. Football has its rules, tennis has its rules, and we award those players who, according to the rules, play a game to their utmost abilities. Breaking rules is not allowed and punished by losing a game. Lance Armstrong was once considered the greatest cyclist of all time. He overcame cancer and won 7 consecutive, the most prestigious cyclist race, the Tour de France, from 1999 to 2005. And then he lost everything when it was discovered that he was involved in doping. What is true of football, tennis, or cycling is also true in life. Those who break the rules will eventually lose everything. Those who live in obedience to God's commands are truly wise and become successful in life. And so let us look at God's testimonies with the eyes of the psalmist. Let us wonder at their simplicity, exactness, and practicality. Let us see them as the path to wisdom that helps us to avoid disaster and establish a just and peaceful society.